In the spirit of Halloween and spooky season, it's time to talk about 5 terrifying birds that roam our planet today. But first, we need a quick change. There we go. That's much more spooky-esque, that orange Halloween color. Let's dive in. First, some honorable mentions. The first one I want to go over is corvids. Corvids are absolutely terrifying. They've inspired some of the spookiest writers out there, like Edgar Allan Poe. They can mimic human sounds, and they're also in Norse mythology for the underworld. There's so much creepy things about corvids, but they just didn't fit anywhere on this list. Second, I want to talk about the marabou stork. This bird is also terrifying looking. It has kind of a deadly look to it. It feeds on dead animals, and it also has the nickname of the Undertaker bird. They're also extremely massive as well. Next is the great skua, and maybe some of you haven't heard of this bird, but these are like the villain birds in the movie Happy Feet. They feed on puffins and other gull species, and they also ambush birds over the ocean to steal their food. They're absolutely aggressive birds, and they'll even defend their territories against humans. But that's it for the honorable mentions. Let's jump into the top 5 scariest and most terrifying birds on our planet. First off, at number 5 is the Andean condor. Andean condors are native to South America, and they primarily live on the west coast of that continent. They're found in extremely high elevations, including mountainous areas, and vultures in general terrify people. They feed on dead things, and people don't like that. That just creeps them out. They have a 10-foot long wingspan, and they're over 3 feet tall, making them one of the biggest birds on our planet today. They feed on carcasses of domestic animals, but they've started to branch out into other things, including dead sea creatures that have washed up on the shore. They're also known to go after seabird eggs, sharks, and dead and live seabirds as well. So they're not just going after dead things. They do prey on live things as well. They have a very powerful bill for tearing through flesh and bringing out the muscle of animals, so they're very capable, if they wanted to cause damage to living things. But that's the thing about these birds. In reality, they're gentle giants. They're vultures, and they clean up our planet. They do a lot of good for the planet as well. But if it's flying right at you, you may question this. Now at number 4, the southern cassowary. This bird is native to Papua New Guinea as well as a small part of Australia. It's one of the few living birds today that has caused the death of human beings. It's terrifying because it has extremely sharp claws, and it's a massive bird. It's the second heaviest bird on our planet besides the ostrich. These birds are very territorial. They'll defend their territory for their young, and they're also known to charge humans if they get too close to their young or their territories. Add in its prehistoric look with that really prehistoric looking crest on the top and that skin on its face. It just looks like an absolute out of this world species. Despite this, they're actually really shy, and they tend to avoid humans like most animals do on this planet. Plus, there's only been a few injuries or deaths associated with this bird, so in reality, it's really nothing to be afraid of. Unless you see one walking towards you, and then I would definitely take caution. At number 3, we have the great putu. This bird is native to South and Central America. It's one of the creepiest, weirdest looking birds on our entire planet, and it can mimic a branch or a stump by just sitting there. They also have extremely large mouths. We'll get into that in a second, but they're also nocturnal, and nocturnal birds just tend to be creepier than the rest of them. They're known to eat large insects, but at times they'll also go after bats. So bringing it back to that large mouth, that thing can open pretty dang big. It's not just creepy to look at though. Just listen to this call. Yeah, that's one of the most unsettling things I think I've ever heard. No wonder people think that there are monsters and cryptids lurking in the Amazon rainforest. If I heard that call in the middle of the night and I didn't know what it was, that would just absolutely freak me out so much. At number 2, we have the shoe bill. You knew it was coming. It was going to make an appearance on this list, but you might be surprised that it's not number 1. You'll have to wait for that in just 1 minute. Native to Uganda, Kenya, and Tanzania, this bird looks absolutely prehistoric. It's got those big yellow eyes and its deathly glare, and a massive bill to go along with it to make it absolutely terrifying. It's nearly 4 feet tall, and it's a sedentary bird, meaning that they usually hang out completely by themselves. It occupies marshes, and it feeds on very large fish like catfish and lungfish. At times though, it will even eat young crocodiles, water snakes, young waterfowl, and some rodents as well. This bird really looks like it's something out of a horror movie, and it really reminds me of another extinct species, the terror birds, which we talked about in a video a little bit ago. If you haven't seen that, I'll link it in the description right over here. In reality, this bird again is a gentle giant that's really actually terrified of humans and really hard to find. All right, so we finally made it to number 1, the southern brown kiwi. And no, I'm not joking. This bird is terrifying. Just watch this clip real quick. I don't know about you, but that's the definition of scary in my book. This bird's native to the southern part of New Zealand, and it's also a nocturnal species. Kiwis have an amazing sense of smell because they're the only bird to have nostrils on the end of their noses. Their feathers are also more like hair, and their eggs are massive compared to their body. Throw in the fact that their bones are also filled with marrow, while other birds have hollow bones for flight. This bird is really a Frankenstein of a whole bunch of different evolutionary traits. Oh, I forgot to tell you, they also have whiskers. Now, this bird is so strange because it evolved isolated on an island, and island creatures tend to have very odd traits compared to the bigger continents. If this little guy ran and screamed at me like that in that video, I'd have a tough time getting sleep in the middle of the night with all the chills running down my body. In reality, there are some amazing and terrifying birds out there. If you'd like to see some actually dangerous species, check out that extinct birds video of 5 birds that you're glad went extinct. I hope everyone has a happy, spooky season, and thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you all next time on Bright-Eyed Birding Learn.
A haunted, haunted house. Oh, could you love me now? A haunted, haunted. I'm a haunted house.